the synchros. Do you want to show us how those work?
Yeah, I can show you right here. I'll just grab this stack right here. So if you look at the inside of this Syncro, right here, this is actually the friction piece right here. There's a coating on this. And what that does is, basically when you apply any pressure, it should stop the part from moving on top of the other part. I don't know an easier way to explain that, but basically, for instance, in the transmission, as you're driving down the road, this gear is constantly spinning. And to basically allow you to shift gears, when you push in the clutch and you apply pressure on your shifter, and it applies pressure on this Syncro here, if you'll notice, as soon as I push them together, they stop. I can no longer turn this. So basically, when a Syncro goes out, this coating is worn right here, and it allows the gear to continue to spin. And I mean, if you think about it, if you've ever missed a shift or have a bad Syncro, that grinding that you feel is basically this motion here. Because when you apply pressure on the shifter, this gear, this Syncro right here, does not reduce the speed of the gear. It basically is glazed over and it keeps spinning. So the way this works correctly is, as soon as you put pressure on the gear, or on the lever, it puts pressure on the Syncro, which stops the gear from spinning or reduces the speed enough so that it can shift cleanly. But if it doesn't reduce the speed enough, it basically hits this wall, which is that grind right there.
Interesting. So is that Syncro a special kind of material?
We're not sure what GetTrag uses, but most commonly in the high performance transmission industry, they use a carbon coating. We haven't had any of these parts analyzed yet to see what they use, but I'm sure it's very close to a carbon coating. There's a few ways to do it as well. I can actually pull out another gear here, right here, this Syncro. You can see that it's rough. It's almost like a sandpaper type material. So basically, when you press it onto the gear, I have a gear here that I can use, like something light. This one right here, this will work just fine. So, judging by that, this is still a very healthy Syncro. So, I can put it on, and if there's no pressure, it spins. No problem. But if I put any amount of pressure on it, just a small little tap like that, that's it. It's locked. And it locks to the point where you can see where it's actually supporting the gear below it. It locks that hard. So, if this coating is worn or this surface is damaged, you lose that effect. And basically, when you try to shift, the Syncro and the gear, they don't basically match speeds. That's what it's made to do. The synchronizer is made to synchronize speeds so that you don't grind gears. And that's what most commonly goes out in these trainings. Very rarely have we seen anything else go out. The parts are made very well.